I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Welcome, AfterBuzzers, to the Baker and the Beauty episode after show. We are so excited to get into this pilot. I'm your host, Chelsea Overocker, and on this panel, we have Zach Weinberg.
Hey, guys.
Hey, looking all fashionable with your hat.
All Miami, ready to go.
You're ready to go. And pretty in pink, we have Haley Matthews.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Haley. And last but certainly not least, we have Amir Yaz.
Hi.
Hey. And Amir here is also in our live chat. So if you're in the chat room, say hello. And if you are an Apple Podcast listener and would like to join on in, simply go to AfterBuzz TV, select the Baker and the Beauty, and join on in. Okay, so for tonight's episode, we're going to be discussing the characters and then breaking down Vanessa and Daniel's proposal. And then we're going to be talking about Noah and Daniel and their intense night together. And all I got to say is I would love to go to Miami. And then we're going to talk about the next day and the aftermath, about the craziness and everything that happens. You're going to stick around because we have our special segment with Haley. And then for news and gossip, one of the actors on the show explains why The Baker and the Beauty is the fairy tale show we need right now. Can we all agree?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. And then lastly, we'll go into our predictions. But before we get into the show, what was your overall thoughts?
I loved it. I was immediately hooked. I think it just because they have such a close family, like Daniel and his family, that immediately hooked me in. And then we were just in for this big romance and this big heartbreak. I'm already all into this.
Yeah. What do you think, Haley?
I thought it was really cute. I like that she's the one with money and he's the one
Yeah.
middle class family. Because we don't see it a lot on TV.
We don't. We really don't. Amir, what about you?
I loved Mateo's character. I thought it was so fun. It brought like some comedic relief to the show. And I thought Louis, the manager, as well. I love a little shade. So he was really shady and it was
very
kind of fun.
shady.
So, very, very shady. And if you don't know, Noah is the character, the actress who plays her was also in Dynasty on CW. So she's like kind of an up and coming actress. She's great. Beautiful.
Oh, no, I was just telling you guys before we went live. I was like, I love her hairstyle. Like, I'm kind of nervous if I cut my hair that way, but it looks super cute on her. But anyways, well, let's get into it. Let's start with our first topic. So let's discuss the characters. We kind of had a run through with everyone and a little bit of their backstory. And with Daniel, it just seems like he really wants to impress his family. And unfortunately, his family doesn't like the girl that he's dating right now, Vanessa. But he also feels pressure to propose to her because they've been together for 4 years. So I just feel like Daniel's character overall is just that son that wants to just impress his family, but still is trying to find a voice of his own. Do you guys agree?
Yeah. I think it's weird because they all work together. So they're really like working together, playing together, living together. Like they're a very close family. So it kind of makes sense why he is still living at home. Like he said, he's going to live at home until he gets married.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And then we have this sister, Natalie, and she's just having a hard time fitting. Yeah, she's so
funny. She's so funny.
She is. She's the one that throws in like the funny shade, I feel like, in the show. But she's having a hard time starting at a brand new school. And it's funny because her brother, Mateo, doesn't do a good job helping her out, especially when he's DJ'd. And we'll get into that scene because that scene was just hilarious. But she's just wanting to just try to fit in with her peers. And a backstory is she is gay and she's involved with the lesbian chat. So they do bring that into the show, which I thought was really cool and kind of like a modern day of trying to connect, being, gay, but also having a hard time fitting at school. So I think her storyline is going to develop and I can't wait to see how that unravels. But she doesn't feel that connection with her mom. So she also feels like the outsider, not only with her school, but with her family, I kind of feel. And then the mom and dad. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I just had a quick question. So I like a little quick comment about that because I know a lot of times when they show kind of I'm also gay and showing like a gay character, they they always like do the torture route. So like I kind of was hoping for a bit more of an empowered story with her in the lesbian chat. But what I loved about all of that was the way that her brother just like saw the lesbian chat, clicked out of it, and then went to Noah's Instagram. Like, I was wondering in that scene, like, did he see it and ignored it, or did he already know about her being a lesbian? So I thought I'm waiting to hear about that.
Yeah, I had a question about that too. So yeah, because he just seemed like he was just more focused on trying to get to Noah and his brother if they're really going out. But you did bring a good point. But yeah, Amir, I like what you said. It seems like when they do have a gay character, it seems like they always kind of have to make them feel like an outsider first before they start feeling a part of something.
Wait, I feel like such an idiot right now. I didn't even see that. Was when
Me neither. I'm not
when
like
Mateo. It's Mateo's, right? The middle brother.
Mateo, yes. Mateo.
When he interrupts her at the dance, was she like flirting with that girl, or I thought they were just friends?
Oh, they were flirting for sure.
Oh,
the blonde
yeah.
girl.
I didn't even. Wow, that went right over my head. I did not even notice that.
Yeah, I think she's
getting about birth control. I'm like, girl, she doesn't need birth control. Don't worry about that.
She don't need birth control, but that's like a very Latin mom. Like, I'm Persian, and my parents, like, I'm 33, and they just like I just came out last year. Like, hello, like the culture is very like, and the way that even they kind of exalt the sons, and they're like, oh my god, like papita, papita, and then like the daughter's kind of like, oh, where is your brother? And I love that they showed that like dynamic. That's why the show is really like well researched, and whoever wrote it is Latinx. So I think that's they're very smart. We have a couple quick chats.
Yeah.
People are so Sam Fibbin is saying, I love this show a lot. It was awesome and a funny show. Billie Jean Girl 24 is saying Vanessa is nut. She proposed to a guy and expects him to give her a ring. And Sam is also saying, I hope it comes back for a second season. So people are loving the show.
Oh, good. I'm glad everyone's loving it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for your insights too. And if there's anything that I'm saying and you want to elaborate, by all means, please do. But thank you, Mir, for giving us that perspective as well.
No problem.
But yeah, I think Natalie, I'm really excited for her character because I feel like we're going to get a good storyline. And I do feel like that was a potential love interest there with that girl that she was talking to. So I love to see more of them. Hopefully they bring her back for the next episode. And then with the mom and dad, they just have that cute little bakery. And you could just tell they're just so in love with each other. And that's what Daniel wants. So I think that's his role models in a way. Mateo, he is probably one of my favorite characters so far on this show. He's just so funny, and he just wants the best for everyone. So he's a fun guy. And then let's get into Vanessa. So she's that go-getter, and I feel like she quite doesn't know what boundaries are. So she's going to do what she's going to want to do. And let's get into the proposal. Yeah. So already Daniel's like going into this night thinking, I'm not quite sure if she's the one for me. He's kind of feeling a little pressured because they have been together for 4 years. And then Vanessa just reminds him saying, yeah, remember I'm the first one that kissed you and you love that about me, how spontaneous I am. He's like, yeah, okay. And then she just gets up and starts singing Love Story by Taylor Swift. And
iconic.
So iconic. And then she proposes to him and he's just like, no, I can't do it.
I had so many thoughts on this. I was so into like this triangle that I wasn't even like paying attention to all the other characters. But here's the problem. I think Daniel why would he even take her out to dinner to begin with? Like, he set her up in a way. It's not all her fault. Like, obviously she's a little crazy, but like, why is he dating her for 4 years? Like, of course she's going to expect them to get married and buy a house. This is 4 years.
She deserves better than him. I'm not even gonna lie. No way.
She really does. She really does. He's like a mama's boy, and you know, for lack of a better word, he's kind of exhibiting some F-boy tendencies.
A little bit.
4 years, you know, right? Don't you agree, Zach? Like, it's like.
I mean, he's already out with another girl that night, so clearly he didn't really like her that much. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a little bizarre.
It was, and she's a very passionate person. And
that is the nicest way to say a little cray-cray.
For a little cray-cray. So I think the family knows that she's very obsessive over him, and that's probably why they don't like her. But yeah, I just feel like he needed to give her some leeway. And he was trying to do that when she's like, okay, are you going to say yes? He's like, let's talk about this later.
Yeah.
But still,
But this
I
is
mean,
like interesting. Like, what do you guys do in that situation? Because he doesn't want to say yes to her, but like
Right.
she said, she whispered, Vanessa, she was like, just say yes, we can talk about it later. And he still said no.
Yeah, you can just learn in the moment. We're in the restaurant and people are looking with their phones. Like, save
yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Because even someone
She said
mentioned,
that.
yeah,
She said
so
that.
yeah,
She's like, just lie. Just say yes.
Just
and
say
then,
yes, we'll talk about it later.
yeah.
But I think that like he knew like her level of kind of a little
Yeah.
cray cray that she would have signed a marriage license that night and been like,
Literally.
boo boo, we are
No,
married.
yeah.
You know,
what I
she's a
feel
little
like, yeah.
cray cray. So I don't know.
yeah,
I don't trust her.
she probably had the pastor like right behind them. Oh, you said yes, great. Let's just have our marriage here. Let's just get
Oh
married in
my
this
God.
restaurant. That's a very
hilarious.
good point. I didn't even
But
think about that.
It's very pretty.
It's hilarious. You know what, guys? My favorite part is when that whole thing goes south and she throws the soup. She then says, if anyone's watching this video, hit me up I'm on all social media. I was like, what the heck?
He's ready to move on too. But the thing is, Daniel saved himself because if he said yes, she could have like posted a picture immediately. He could have saved himself like more of an embarrassment down the road. I feel like I almost would have done the same thing. I would have said no if I wasn't expecting a proposal. I wouldn't want to, once you put that ring on, I feel like it's so official.
Right.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
But I can't believe she bought it for herself. I thought she got him a ring, but she got herself a diamond ring.
See, that's the thing. She got herself the ring.
That's smart,
Wow.
guys. Maybe all of us should do that. I might do that. Just buy myself a diamond ring and be like, listen, boo, time to engage.
If you're not going to propose to me, I'm going to propose to myself.
Very, I love it.
But wasn't it weird how Noah met Daniel in the bathroom, like co-ed bathroom?
What was she doing? Was
I
she? It was a
see.
co-ed bathroom, or was she?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
wasn't there a
first-
urinal right behind the sink?
So is that how it is now in Miami, where because if it's a same-sex bathroom, at least you can only be one at a time.
Yeah, like the
I didn't know that both. Yeah, one stall. I didn't know that it was that open, so that was kind of a little surprising.
I just thought she was in the men's bathroom because she didn't want to.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too. But
Yeah, that's what I thought. But he just seemed like it was kind of normal, and then he just went with it. But it's not like he ever asked her like, hey, what are you doing here? And she's kind of like, oh, I'm hiding out. I don't want to be in the girls' bathroom or anything. So, but yeah, so let's get into Noah. For her character, I love how they bring in Mario Lopez on Extra TV.
Oh
so
my
you
God,
get the
me
rundown. So she
funny.
is
We
this
love Mario.
famous model. Oh, we love Mario.
of course.
She's this famous fashion model, and her boyfriend Colin broke up with her, and now supposedly he's hooking up with one of his co-stars. And
It's
we
not
learned
supposed
that
we saw
we saw
picture.
it. Well, we saw the picture, but we'll get into it later because he's making it sound like, oh, it's just for publicity, just to get it out there for the movie, but I'm not actually with her.
Never trust a good-looking man, honey. Never
Oh.
trust a good-looking man.
I know, and he's that gorgeous, you're wondering. But we learned with her, she has insecurities of her own, especially being famous. That's why she's attracted to Daniel. And when they are meet for the first time in the bathroom, she senses, okay, what's going on? You're obviously having relationship issues. So when the whole thing goes down between Vanessa and Daniel, she's there in the booth across from them. And she just has this guilt look on her face. Like somehow she feels like she's responsible. But she took a liking to him right away. I mean, it's not like she second guessed anything. So let's get into Daniel's date with Vanessa. Oh no, we were talking about that. I'm sorry. Let's get into Noah. Yeah, Noah's date with Daniel. So
Chelsea, I have a lot of opinions about this.
Yeah, please.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. Did I cut you off? Please, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you go for it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was moving on to the next topic, but if there's anything that you want to say, bring it in.
So the only thing I wanted to talk about with Vanessa was like, with her roommate, do you think the roommate's gonna get more involved? Like, I had a feeling the roommate just like, there was like little moments where Vanessa's roommate was kind of like getting involved. So I wonder how she's gonna be. I think Mateo's gonna date her, but we'll get to that later. But that's just my little
that was my thoughts too.
Oh my God, I didn't even think of that.
Wow.
Her roommate needs to chill though, because she's supporting bad habits.
Yes. Yeah. When she was cleaning up the wine on the wall, I was like, bro, what are you doing?
Move.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a strong arm she has there.
That was bad.
Vanessa does. But well,
Go
okay,
ahead, Chelsea.
so
Sorry.
oh no, you're good. And so Noah pulls up on the side of the curb and she's like, look, get in, Daniel. TMZ is gonna be here any minute. Either you're gonna take this opportunity or not. So he does. And it's just interesting how the date starts off because she reminds me of a genie. She's like, all right, you have these wishes. Just let me know. And the first wish, she's like, okay, I just obviously want a clean shirt because I have soup all over myself. From
Which
the
was
soup that she
iconic when
recommended.
she threw the soup at him. I would have threw a lot more at him.
Yes. The water, get everything at him.
Everything.
But
Zach would have flipped the table. You would have
Yes, Teresa Giudice style, flip the table.
Yes.
if you want
Teresa.
1 million, we'll get this to a
Literally.
million views. We'll get this to 1 million views by doing all of it.
Right.
I thought Noah really liked Daniel at first, like for most of the thing, until the manager told him that she does this with like every guy. She likes to
It was
see,
kind of
like,
messed up.
Yeah. Well, okay, so yeah, we'll get into that. I know, like when we first started off, they had the spray painting where she has a picture of herself on her father's hotel and he didn't ask for
So
permission.
funny.
So that kind of makes me think this girl is feisty. Like she's literally going to draw all over herself in front of the public because no one asked for her permission. And it was her own father. So that kind of gives me a clue about her character is very spontaneous. And then they go to one of her favorite restaurants. She cooks something. She falls in love with it. But yeah, when they're at the club, that's when the
Charles,
managers.
Sorry, just quick about the wall where she's spray painting.
Yeah.
I wonder if I was the only one, because a lot of people in the chat as well are kind of like not loving that scene. I didn't really understand how it went from like the shirt and then they were just like, and then he didn't question it. He was just like, I'm gonna jump and I'm gonna spray paint this wall. I felt like, I don't know, for me as a viewer, I felt like that was not in line with Daniel's personality. Like I felt like as a character that we had seen so far, he wouldn't just go, oh yeah, let's spray paint the wall. I felt like that was very Mateo, but not very Daniel. So I didn't really like that scene. I felt like she was kind of using him. So I don't know, did any of you guys feel that way? I don't know if I was the only one that felt, that scene kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
I didn't love this scene. When I was watching this scene, I was like, she has a lot of access to stuff that
she's very powerful.
Like, I cannot go spray paint the side of a building.
No.
Her dad is like a billionaire. Like he owns all these hotels or something.
Yeah.
But I thought what was so interesting is when they were on the roof or the wall or whatever, Daniel was talking about his family and then he asked about Noah's family and she like didn't answer the question. So I think we're really going to see a storyline between Noah and her dad and her whole family kind of play out. Because you might think Noah has it all, but I think what she really likes about Daniel is that like he has it all. He has such a great family. They really balance each other's out. I'm all here for this couple.
You're right. Well, even a good point that you brought up, Zach, was when they were spray painting and she's just asking him about his family. He's like, oh yeah, we're extremely close. Like she just looking over him like almost in envy. Like, wow, I wish I had that. Because even though she's famous and she has access to all these things, she still feels very alone.
Sure.
And I do agree with you, Amir, too. I think that was definitely out of Daniel's character. But in a way, I'm glad they put it in there because everything that he's been doing with trying to overanalyze everything, especially with Vanessa, obviously didn't go his way. So now he's probably thinking, oh, what the heck? Let me just do something spontaneous as well and do something out of my character. I really have nothing to lose at this point.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I love how no one was scared of heights. Like no one mentioned them.
Oh yeah, seriously, I would be dying. I would have been crying. I would not.
I know. I was like, what?
I know.
I was like, what is happening? So I didn't really understand that, and a lot of people in the chat as well. And I just wanted to take a second to thank everyone for watching AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. We're going to be here through quarantine doing the Baker and the Beauty after show. We want you guys to like, subscribe, comment, follow along with us, and please go to Apple Podcasts and give us 5 stars. It's our first show together, so please give us some love. Brown Love 6 is saying, did anyone catch what his mother said about Daniel maybe not finding anyone? I thought that was a nice hot take that I kind of missed. And then there was a quick thing about Billie Jean Girl 24 saying Noah's manager telling Daniel that Noah really doesn't like him, that he was using her was kind of a dick move. Agreed, but it was also good for us as the viewers, like Chelsea mentioned, that we got to see that, you know, she can be a user because she was coming off a little perfect. So
very
it was nice to
aggressive
kind of
too.
aggressive
Very,
too.
very
Exactly.
aggressive. Like who just
Yes.
pulls over on the side of the road and is
I
like,
just
"Come on
want
my car."
everybody to know, do not get into strangers' cars.
Seriously.
Even if
But you
That's
know what?
funny.
I kind of thought that too, but then I kind of like was like, oh my god, if like Nicole Richie pulled up in a G-Wagon and was like,
Yeah.
get in, like I'm getting in.
Yeah, for sure.
So you know what I mean? Like I would have gotten in. So I don't
That's
know.
true. That's true. You have to think about one of your biggest celebrities that you have a crush on.
Right.
And if they would pull up on the curb and just say, hey, get in, I think you would get in.
Yeah.
And that's how Noah is to this town, to Daniel. Because they even
But,
expressed
yeah.
that too with the little sister, just loves her.
Mhm.
But with the dad, yeah, there was one point where he even said to Daniel's mom saying, Vanessa was easy to tease, but not so sure she'll be easy to replace. So even he's thinking, okay, yeah, she's a little cray cray, but she
stands
loved
by
Daniel.
him.
She
And she
stands
stood by
by
put up
him.
a lot.
Yeah,
Put up a lot.
yeah. And what other girl would do that right now? I mean, with Noah, we still don't know enough about her to think, okay, is she really going to stand by him through thick and thin? And Vanessa's been with him for 4 years. So in a way, yeah, the dad does have a point. I think someone that you mentioned in the chat was asking about that. So they do bring up a good point with the manager. So with the nightclub, you know,
Yeah, I wanted to say
Noah's,
it
yeah.
makes it explains for Noah's aggressive behavior because I just didn't understand why she was pursuing him so much. But when the manager kind of cleared it up that she does this to all these other guys, then it made sense, I think.
Do you guys think the manager contacted Colin and wanted him to be there and
Ooh.
get on the date? Because he does not like Daniel.
Oh, that was
And
a hot take,
I don't think
Charles.
he
That was
doesn't
a
like
hot take.
Daniel.
Think
I don't think he
Yeah.
doesn't like Daniel. I just think he doesn't like any new guy.
Yeah, it's another
Oh.
message.
I don't think it was
Mm,
about Daniel. I think Colin just showed up to show up because Colin's an F boy.
good
Oh,
point.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. I worked as a publicist for about 8 years, and we would do that to clients because a lot of times it's hard to control a new boyfriend or a new relationship, but like an older one, we can kind of like maneuver. And I feel like as her manager, he's kind of playing chess because she seems hard to manage. Like she's like, oh, I'm going to Italy on a whim. Like I'm not doing the photo shoot because I'm in love with this guy. Like she would do stuff like that. So I think he's trying to control her. So I don't know. I think he is capable of bringing back the old boyfriend, but I guess we'll have to wait and see.
I think the manager got involved with trying to put Colin and Noah together because it makes him look good because she's still a client. If Noah turns around and starts dating Daniel, who's just a baker, I think the manager is like, okay, I want her to still be in the spotlight. I want this relationship for her.
Yeah, and that's why he said, you better leave now before you
Mhm.
embarrass yourself. Okay, now I'm getting it.
That's a
Yep.
good point you made, Chelsea. I like it.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I was thinking because why else would he tell her, oh, she does this all the time, which I don't think she does. You know, she'll
Oh,
just
wow.
pick up random normal guys and then she just drops them. You just, you know, I just have just she always tells me, say the word and I get rid of them. And I don't think that's necessarily true because when they were at the restaurant after they got done spray painting her picture, the manager even made a comment to Noah saying, let me know if you want me to get rid of him. And she kind of looks at him like, I don't want you to get rid of him. So that was kind of red flags right there. But the manager, I have some trust issues with him. I don't quite think he has the best interest for his client, for Noah.
No, he doesn't.
I'm buying
But-
everything he's selling. I'm so naive.
It's hard. He's good
Zach.
looking.
Zach, honey,
see,
don't
we're-
trust the manager. Don't
I'm
trust
with you too, Zach. I was believing everything. Like, oh, yeah.
But I know you're gonna get to it, but I just like can't wait to talk about my favorite scene ever when Vanessa shows up at Daniel's house and Mateo doesn't let her in.
Well, let's talk about it. So you love that scene, Zach?
Yes, that was so funny how he covered for him.
And I think they could get together. Them
For
two,
sure.
because he does care for, in a way, he does care for her. Like, even when he was trying to make up this excuse that was not going very well, he's like, oh yeah, he fell asleep because he's just on the couch. And she's looking at him like, I don't believe that. He's like, look, come back tomorrow morning, talk things out, but just really don't be here, go home. And you could tell he, on some type of level, feels sorry for her. And I was like, ooh, they would actually make a cute couple.
Right? That's what I said. I'm telling you. Either the roommate or Vanessa. He's going to date one of them. The
The
roommate.
roommate. He can't date
Roommate.
Vanessa.
Yes, he can.
He,
Daniel wouldn't
what?
care at all.
Daniel would care. They dated for 4 years. That would just be weird.
He
I don't think Daniel
dumped her
cares.
in a
He doesn't even like.
restaurant filled with
Like, whatever.
cameras. He doesn't care about her like that. I don't think he would care. Like he has.
That's just weird, though.
It is weird. I'm not. It is weird.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
definitely weird, but I just don't think he cares because even when he was walking home, he never like got sad about, you know what I mean? Like he never like cared. Even when he was walking with the soup on his shirt, he didn't like get emotional or he was just like, oh, you know, like
Yeah.
someone pick me up. I don't know. I just didn't feel like.
Yeah, and even the next day, well, he walked home from the club, but even before Noah came over, he never really contacted Vanessa or tried to clear the air, just checking in with her, saying, "Hey, are you okay?" Because I've been in relationships where we both broken up, but then they'll still contact me maybe a couple weeks because there's still some friendship there, just to say, "Hey,
Sure.
how are you doing? Are you okay?" Not just drop me and then never talk to me again. Not saying that that won't happen with Vanessa and Daniel because it just, I think we'll get a little bit more in that to the next episode. But I don't know. I just get the connection. He's just lost and he really doesn't know what to do with her right now. So he's just kind of staying clear from her. Plus, he's on this date with Noah. And I like when they were in the club, she's like, "Okay, what's your second wish?" And he has her call Natalie. And I thought that was
Yeah, that
really
was
sweet
sweet.
too. Because you have
Really
to think a celebrity crush that you love, or I don't even know if he was her celebrity crush, but someone that you're attracted to has access to everything. And she's asking you, "What wish do you want? What wish do you want?" I thought that was sweet when he's like, "Hey, call my sister because she loves you." And I think that
Oh.
shows, you know, and she even was impressed too, because she was like, "Yeah, when I got with Colin, what he wanted was a threesome with me and my friends." So that kind of shows Colin's
And
character.
that is why she's gonna fall in love with Daniel because he's family oriented.
Exactly.
Because she doesn't
Wait.
have a good family as well. And I think that when she does meet the family, they're not like, I think the mom's not gonna like her, but I think the dad is really gonna like her, and I think they're
Okay.
gonna like she's gonna have to win
Mm.
over the mom.
That's gonna be the
think
best
the mom's
episode
gonna
ever.
like her. I think the dad's not gonna like her.
No, I
Oh,
think the mom
interesting.
is the stricter one. The dad seems really, really like chill.
I
Chill.
think the dad's gonna have a problem with
Mhm.
him kind of going somewhere else that's not the bakery because
Oh,
what I mean?
okay.
I think
Yeah,
both
Good
of
that
them
makes
point,
are
sense.
chill.
Haley. Good point. What did you guys think about Colin? I know we touched base with him a little bit, but he's just this gorgeous guy that you can't trust, can't touch, can't trust. But he tells Noah that it's not real with the other girl. It was just to help him get more publicity with the film. And he flew across the country to tell her that he still loves her.
Mm.
Do
I
you
don't think
guys?
that. No,
Angry.
I don't believe him.
No.
Wait,
got-
what if Colin got with Vanessa's roommates?
We're trying to play matchmaker with all of them. What do we got with there?
Big plot twist. Or the manager.
I love that.
That could be good too. I mean, we're definitely going to see more of Colin. It just wasn't the end of it.
I
But
don't even remember what he really looks like. I'm not even gonna lie. He was kind of like,
He was good looking.
He's
old,
good looking. He's like a
dark-haired guy.
standard, like dark, tall, dark, and handsome kind of.
I don't
guy.
trust him though. I remember not trusting him when he said that.
Yeah, no, you never
Mm,
trust a guy
mhm,
who says that.
mhm.
Oh, it was just for the film. Please,
Mm-mm.
no. That's why I still think Colin and the manager are working together on some level.
Yeah, you're probably right. And I wonder what will happen when Colin and Daniel like face off because they'll have to have some type of confrontation at some point.
Oh, that would be good. That would be good.
Because he's gonna see he's gonna see Daniel in the press with Noah. They're already on Instagram. Everyone's taking pictures of them.
I can't
True.
believe
That is true. That is true. That's a good prediction right there. And then with our next topic, the last one. So it's the next day. So after the manager just tells Daniel, "Go home," you know, they're going to probably get back together, Colin, Noah, because they're seeing them talk. She does this with every normal guy. Get out before you get hurt. So he just takes off the shirt, walks out of the club, and he's like walking for like forever because it even goes to like the morning and he's on the freeway. I mean, that's a long walk.
Mhm.
And
Damn.
when he finally gets to the bakery, he just sees this huge line. And because it was on Instagram of him and Noah dating, now it's actually helping his family business because
The
I think
bakery
it was,
is popping.
yeah, the bakery's hopping. I
Yes.
think his brother even said, "Look, she changed our lives."
Mhm.
And then at the end, Noah shows up at the house and says, "Okay, you still have one more wish." What would you guys do? Would you take that as a wish, or would you want to talk to her and say, "Look, do you do this with every normal guy? And I saw you talking with Colin. Would you kind of be upset that she showed up, or would you be happy that she was there?
How did she get his address?
Yeah, the bakery is his address.
The bakery. Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
lives above the bakery. Yeah.
This is like Wizards of Waverly Place. You guys ever see that? This is the exact
I
same.
love that show.
What were you saying, Haley?
I think, I don't know, like, did he ever say, yo, we live in on top of the bakery?
He said Raphael's Bakery. He told her where they.
Yeah, but she can find anything. Like if you're a celebrity, you just call your manager and you're like, find someone. It's really like if she's as powerful as they say, and it seems like her dad owns half of Miami, it's probably not that hard for them to get involved. I'm kind of honestly low-key worried that the dad is out to like hurt Noah, and in some weird way owns the bakery rights or like the land or something, and is gonna like try to get the family. Yeah, I think the dad is not gonna be good. The dad
He's
is
gonna
not
try and
gonna be
hurt
good.
Daniel.
Yeah, because the dad's not gonna want his famous daughter, they're wealthy, they're billionaires, to date some baker's son. He's gonna be seen as the gold digger, you know? Yeah.
Well,
so we'll have to wait and see.
Honestly.
Well, that's
What'd you say?
Dig away.
Dig away. I like that, Haley. That's
dig
funny.
away. Dig away.
Dig away.
With the memes.
But
also,
listen,
I
go
also
ahead,
think
Zach.
Noah and what's the sister's name again? Noah and
Natalie.
I think they're gonna get really close.
Yeah,
and she's gonna come
She
out
was
to
helping her. Yeah, she was helping her with like high school. I think they're gonna have a really genuine relationship. I think it'll be good to see.
I think so too.
I like that.
And quickly to touch back, one of my favorite scenes was at Natalie's high school when Mateo's like, hey, Daniel, I can't come pick you up. I have this big gig. And I'm thinking, okay, sorry, I was just reading the message. He had this big gig. I was thinking, okay, we're in Miami and it's going to be this big club. And here he is at the school dance. Oh my gosh. That's why I just love his character so much. So
funny.
Sorry. Do you think Natalie had a girlfriend at the old school?
No, I think we'll see her fall in love for like the first time on this season, though.
Yeah, I think so too.
No, I think what Haley's saying, I agree with you, Haley. I think that the reason she's upset about the move, like to switch schools, is because she might have had a girlfriend. And that's why the lesbian chat, maybe that's how they stay in contact. So there's no paper trail. I think Haley's onto something.
Good point, Haley.
Yeah, true. Dang.
Yes, Haley. Yes.
And I have to.
Haley.
Yeah, I think Natalie, I cannot wait to see her storyline revolve because it's going to be really good what she has coming. Her storyline intrigued me too, and
It did.
I really like. I really love where it's going to go out with Noah and Daniel too. And she's like, yeah, it's just you have one more wish, you have a third wish. What's it going to be? So we'll see. But you guys think the dad, is it Daniel's dad that you think is going to have reservations, or is it more his mom?
I think
it's the mom.
I think it's the mom too.
Just because I read, I was watching them talk about the show, so I know what's kind of gonna happen ahead.
Oh, okay.
No spoilers.
Haley,
spoilers.
Interviews though, I watched interviews.
Okay, that's fine.
Haley.
I just thought the mom had a bigger presence and personality than the dad.
I love the mom, but the mom may think that like she's better for him than Vanessa because she was even $1 billion, guys. Listen, I don't know about you. I would love it if my brother.
But she probably doesn't have access to that money because if she's not getting along with the dad,
she still has
probably
money.
Sure.
She's a fashion designer.
Of course.
She's a model.
She's still very well connected. And there was a really hot take in the live chat. Someone's really funny. They're like, where did Daniel go buy that shirt before he went home? Because obviously he was shirtless, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then someone else, TL Graham, said there was a Quick Mart across from the bakery. They are watching the show better than we are. So thanks guys for being so aware. Yes.
Also, Daniel, just real quick, I think Daniel thinks he can like change her. You know, like how when you date somebody and they're a little bit, off and you think, I'm gonna change you. I think that's how he may think about her.
That's a good point, Haley. That's a good point.
I don't know. I don't think he's thinking yet. I feel like she has just taken all the lead this whole episode.
I don't know. I can't wait to see what's going to happen for the next episode. But there's definitely a few cliffhangers that we could see where the storylines are going to get bigger and where they can revolve. So I'm looking forward to that. But let's get into our special segment with Haley.
Yes. So today's special segment, we're going to talk about our scene stealers, our favorite characters from today's episode. Mine personally was Vanessa. I think she's so crazy and fun.
Definitely.
That's a friend that you know you shouldn't be friends with, but like you keep talking to her anyways. That's her.
Yes, that's so true. What about you, Zach?
Well, I love a rich bitch, so I am Team Noah all the way. I love Noah, and I'm rooting for her and Daniel, and I have a crush on Daniel already, so I'm here for this.
How
about you?
Yeah, Charles, what about you? And then I'll go.
Okay, I really like Noah and Daniel's relationship. My favorite moment was when they were in the club talking and they were about to kiss, and you could just see the vulnerability between the both of them. And she just kind of leaned in. I just kind of saw more of Noah's insecurities because she just comes across as this rich girl who's a model who has it all together. And I just feel like Daniel brings out this different side of her. So I'm so invested in their relationship, and I cannot wait to see where it goes.
Love that. I love that. I'm gonna piggyback off of what Zach said. I do love her in that white outfit. She was like giving me life. So I think my scene stealer scene for Noah was when Vanessa and him were breaking up, and all of her reactions to it, like her smile, her face, like realizing she has like kind of an in to kind of connect with Daniel, and that really kind of gave me life. And Daniel's so cute. I've actually met the actor, and he's buffed up for this role. He used to be really skinny, so he's looking great. Yeah, he's looking like a little snack, honey.
Well, he is. Yeah, when he took off his shirt, he walked out of the club. I'm like, Daniel, I see you. You look good. I would follow you.
Yes, honey, right down the freeway.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go into news and gossip.
Yes, honey, I have some news and gossip for y'all. Okay, so first off the bat, this show is, a lot of people thought, because it's obviously a Latinx family, a lot of people online were thinking it's based off of a telenovela, because ABC does that a lot, like with Ugly Betty, which was off of La Fea Betty. They do that a lot, but this show is actually an Israeli show, and the Israeli version is actually The Beauty and the Baker. So they switched it. In the Israeli show, it's the center is around the beauty, who is like falls in love with a really famous rich baker. So it's the opposite. So they kind of switched it, which is kind of cute. And Israeli shows are a lot darker than American shows. So they kind of like, I think adding the Latinx family, putting it in Miami, it kind of like gave it kind of like a fun, get color, exactly, like colorful. It gave it some fun energy, which I thought was super cute. And then quickly, I'll just give you another quick news thing. The actor Victor Rasuk, who plays Daniel, he believes this is the modern fairy tale that we all need right now, especially in quarantine. So he said that the story follows them as they figure it out. Compromising their lifestyle for love is really worth it. And he talks about how him and the actress, Kelly, they kind of started to like really build like a friendship off camera, which in my eyes, kind of my gossipy side, I'm like, I feel like they're dating off camera. Because he's talking about, and I did some digging on their social media. They're following each other. Obviously, they've been commenting heavily on each other's pages. So I don't know, because he said that they were having flower fights off camera. I'm like,
what's a flower?
That sounds like throwing flour at each other, like while they were doing the cooking scenes, which in my eyes is like y'all were having sex.
Oh, so we'll have to talk about that scene. That was like the best scene too. That scene.
That was a really cute scene, but they didn't show the flower fight, did they? Did I miss them?
I don't.
It could have been more dramatic. It could have been more dramatic. They could have really.
They could have really got in there, but I feel like I think they might be dating. So that if they start dating, you heard it here first on AfterBuzz.
You heard it here.
There you go.
Exactly. That's the news. That's it. That's all.
Thank you. And then we have 1 minute left, so let's quickly get into predictions. What do you guys think is going to happen next episode?
And now
we'll start
your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
We will start with Miss Haley.
Ooh, these always make me so nervous. Okay. I think we're gonna see more with the sister. I want to see. Well, I want to see more with the sister and the brother. I want to see more of her school life. I think that'd be so interesting. I relate to her so much. So just awkwardness and teenager, like that's me. So I want to see more of her life in school next episode.
That'd be good. Really good. What about you, Zach?
Well, it ended when Noah came to his house.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're gonna talk. I mean, I definitely think they're gonna get together. I mean, I'm all here for this relationship. I mean, I'm excited about the show. I really like everyone, so we'll see what happens.
Perfect.
Great.
And lastly,
I don't really have like a specific prediction other than the fact that I think that, like I said, the mom's not really gonna like Noah, and I think that the dad's gonna show up, not now, but maybe like episode 6 or 7 when they're kind of dating, and he's gonna show up out of the blue, and it's gonna be someone famous. I think it's gonna be like maybe Mark Consuelos or something is gonna be her dad.
Ooh.
oh,
Yes. I just want to
That's
see
a
him
good
shirtless. That's all I want. I
Right.
love Riverdale and I love seeing him shirtless.
So
But I think he's gonna come back and he's gonna try to shut down the bakery, like to teach Noah a lesson. And then I think that also Natalie's gonna come out, and I like what Haley said about having a prior girlfriend. Like there's gonna be something. The mom's gonna find something, and she's gonna have to come out, but she's gonna come out to Noah first. So that's kind of all of my predictions. After I said I didn't have any, sorry.
No, those are good predictions. And then quickly, I just think that we are going to see definitely a bigger storyline between Noah and Daniel. And I think Noah still has some type of backstory that we don't know about, just besides just being famous, but why she has her insecurities. And then I think we're going to see some Vanessa, Daniel. I would love to see him confront her and talk about the relationship and why it just didn't work out. So we'll get there. But quickly before we leave, Haley, where can people find you on social media?
Hey guys, you can find me everywhere at Haley Matthews.
And Zach?
You guys can find me at Zach Weinberg.
And Amir?
Amir Yas _ YASS_. And quickly before we go, I just want to read some quick live chats. Prince Caleb is saying favorite character is Vanessa. Vanessa stole the episode. Billie Jean Girl 24. My favorite moment was when Noah and Daniel were baking in the kitchen. Thank you so much, guys, for commenting, and we are so here for it.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing the live chat. And then you could find me on Instagram at Chelsea Overrocker and on Twitter at Chelsea Overrocker. All right, we'll see you guys next Tuesday at 2 p.m. for another recap of the show. Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.